What's up, people? It's your man Urban Lover coming from your mama's basement. Just want to talk about something real quick about the D'Angelo Russell movement. I know a lot of fans are upset, a lot of fans are depressed, and I'm talking about mostly the D'Angelo Russell fans. A lot of us thought that that the Lakers would at least give D'Angelo Russell a chance with Lonzo Ball to see how he played at the 2. I got to go back and retract my steps. Only reason why I'm saying this is because this tweet came out, and it's from Baxter Holmes. I'm going to read it to you guys, and also, as you can see it's up in the video. But it said, Magic Johnson on D'Angelo Russell. We want to thank him for what he did for us, but what I needed was a leader. Full quote. Then he also said, D'Angelo Russell is an excellent player. He has the talent to be an all-star. We want to thank him for what he did for us, but what I needed was a leader. I needed somebody also that can make the other players better, and also somebody that players want to play with. Now this right here is like, it's so misleading. And the only reason why I'm saying this is because, number one, Magic Johnson came out in so many videos stating that he wanted D'Angelo Russell to be a leader. He think that he can be a leader, praising him, right now it's like, you basically going back on your words, and you got people like me looking foolish. And I'm kind of distraught because at the end of the day, I know for a fact that the reason why they traded D'Angelo Russell, the reason why they went out and got Brooke Lopez was because Jeanie Buss, like I said before, she wanted a superstar or all-star, coming in this season based on the fact they were hosting the NBA All-Star, and which makes sense. Now, the other thing is, why did they give up D'Angelo? I basically said maybe they probably tried to give up Jordan Clarkson, but the Nets probably wasn't going for it because they probably looked at D'Angelo Russell as the only reliable trade value, which makes sense to me. But then Magic Johnson come out with this, this Twitter thing, and Baxter Holmes, actually put it out there. But I told y'all, Magic Johnson is somebody that stays in, he tweets a lot. And I have a couple of videos. I have a video coming out sometime later in the week. This is basically talking about him and the LeBron James situation. But one thing I want to ask you guys, and I know a lot of guys don't want to hear this, but I told guys on Mike Laker Talk video back in the comment section, I told guys a lot of players are not going to come to LA based on the fact of what D'Angelo Russell did with Nick Young. I know a lot of people like, oh, Urban, that's far-fetched. That don't make any sense. What's going to stop players from this and that? Because you got to think about it. Let's be real. A lot of these sports players, yes, some of them had wives, some of them are married. Well, majority of them are probably married. But do not think that in your heart and mind that most of these guys are not loyal to their wives. Let's be honest. They traveling a lot. They're going to different cities. They meeting a lot of different people, and you got a lot of females that will throw themselves at them. And some of these females are probably way better looking than their wives. Let's go back to the Shaq and Kobe situation. Let's be honest. 99.9% of these males are going to probably try their arm. They're going to probably cheat, do whatever it is, to have a little fun. And this right here speaks volume, because he said, I'm looking for a leader, right? But then he throws in saying that also somebody that the players want to play with. So this bit alone is basically stating that D'Angelo Russell was not a good person in the locker room. A lot of players might have spoke against him, or Magic Johnson talking to other people, other ex-players or players from other teams, stating like, I can't come there because you got D'Angelo Russell there. I can't play with somebody that like to snitch or, throw his other teammates under the bus, on that perspective. So it's crazy. Now all of a sudden this coming out, and that's why I was kind of not trying to get into that, because I always say in my videos, I try to leave that Nick Young, D'Angelo Russell bull crap alone. That's in the past. I'm a man. It is what it is. It happens. We got friends that actually do stuff like that. You got friends that so-called friends who claim to be your friend, but at the same time telling your girlfriend behind your back you're doing this and doing that, only because they have an agenda for themselves as well. I'm not saying D'Angelo Russell had the agenda to mess with Nick Young's girl. But it's just, he's young, immature at times, and he just thought it was a joke. That joke actually cost him, as most would say, the reason why he's not with the Lakers. Me personally, I still go by the fact that Jeanie Buss wanted an all-star for this coming all-star season. Well, all-star games that's coming up, this season that the Lakers are hosting. That's my opinion. That's the reason why I say I think that the main reason why Magic Johnson got rid of him. Because you can actually go back and you can see many videos on many sites where Jeanie Buss said it would be a damn shame, not saying damn, but she said it would be a shame and she'll be hurt if the Lakers don't have an all-star going into this season to represent LA in the All-Star games. Exactly what she said in that quote. So Magic Johnson stated before, when he first got in office after Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak was gone, he stated that the Lakers are going to bring 2 superstars here. Then he retracted, saying, we're going to wait. After PG-13 said that he's coming, and his camp say, listen, wait, don't give up none of your assets. I'm coming. Don't even make no moves. But because Jeanie Buss, she is the mastermind behind all this. And Magic Johnson's just the face. Magic Johnson is doing whatever Jeanie Buss asks him to do. So at the end of the day, they looked at, well, who was more valuable in this team to give up? And it had to be D'Angelo Russell. He was the sacrifice for them to bring in a superstar so they can have somebody in the All-Star game. Magic Johnson throwing this out here would just basically just try to lighten it up a little bit. Because in that case, he'd have been said this. He'd have said this prior to when he first took over the helm after Jim and Mitch was gone. Why would he even talk about D'Angelo Russell being a leader, this, and that? He could be, just speaking real highly about him. And then all of a sudden he come on and say that, somebody that the players want to play with. And then we can go back and say, okay, well, yeah, he's gone, so Nick Young, can run Florsey. But let's keep in mind, Nick Young just actually opted out of his contract because Magic Johnson told Nick Young, that they're going a different direction. So Nick Young opted out of it. So that's why I say this right here is bullcrap to me. It's bullcrap. This, at the end of the day, is based on them bringing in Brook Lopez because Jeanie Buss wanted somebody for the All-Star game. This is just basically him just tossing D'Angelo Russell under the bus now. That's how I'm looking at it. And like I said, I'm not biased. I'm not a D'Angelo Russell dick rider. For anything, I am a Magic Johnson fan. I watched Magic Johnson since the 80s, 90s. The beginning of the 90s. I always loved Magic Johnson. Many people, I would tell you, matter of fact, you can look at my daggone site on my channel, and who do I have sitting in my portfolio? Magic Johnson and Kobe Bryant. So don't come at me saying, oh, you just don't want to prep Magic Johnson. Listen, I'm just watching Magic Johnson and this front office closely. I'm not going to be like I was previously and just like, okay, well, yeah, the Lakers going. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm actually going to watch them closely, watch what they do, see how they move, and I'm going to call them on all of it. Like I do Luke Walton, like I do the front office, even Byron Scott. Even though I dislike, not saying I dislike Byron Scott. I call Byron Scott on a lot of things, but at the same time, I respect a lot of things that a lot of these owners and players do. So I'm like a little bit in between. I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to tell you the negative at the same time. I don't really care what other people think. I'm just bringing it out to you guys. And also, matter of fact, there's an article that came out, and this is I think a couple weeks ago or something like that. I read it. I meant to share this with you guys a while back. But Luke Walton even called D'Angelo Russell out. And I told you guys that Luke Walton is the opposite version of Byron Scott. Well, not opposite, but I'll say Caucasian version of Byron Scott. I told you guys when Luke Walton was only giving him 25 minutes, the same thing Byron Scott was doing. When Luke Walton benched him in favor of Jordan Clarkson, the same thing Byron Scott was doing. When Luke Walton started coming out, nonchalantly started talking about D'Angelo Russell, exact same thing Byron Scott was doing. A lot of you fans, y'all was in denial. Y'all didn't want to see it. I told y'all in many videos, he's not giving the guy any opportunities. He's telling him to pass first, shoot second. The same thing Byron Scott told him. Then towards the end of the season, he told him to be more aggressive. He got the green light. Shoot first, pass second. Exactly what Byron Scott was doing. I've been telling you guys. Y'all guys say, oh, no, Urban, you're just picking sides. You're against Luke Walton in the system. I told you guys over and over again. I said he's getting the same exact treatment he was getting with Byron Scott. All these guys are friends. I hate to say it, but I'm just being honest with you guys. All of them are friends. Magic Johnson, Byron Scott, Kobe, they're all friends. I'm not saying Luke Walton is a friend of them, but at the end of the day, he kind of threw D'Angelo Russell under the bus too. But a lot of fans wanted to take Luke Walton's side, and I said this. It's funny, when Jordan Clarkson, first it was Nick Young. Everybody was hyped about Nick Young. Then Jordan Clarkson came, people forgot about Nick Young. Then all of a sudden, D'Angelo Russell came. Everybody forget about Jordan Clarkson, they on D'Angelo Russell. Now, Luke Walton came. They skipped D'Angelo Russell, started liking Luke. Magic came. Now, everybody basically like, it is what it is. We love Magic. Now we got Lonzo Ball. So I'm just waiting to see who next the fan base is going to turn on. That's all I want to see. But anyway, like I said, it was an article that came out, and Luke Walton basically told him that he wanted D'Angelo Russell to, I'm paraphrasing because I'm trying to find an article, but I can't find it. I'm definitely going to try to find it and link it so you guys can see it for yourself. But Luke Walton said that he wanted D'Angelo Russell to stop being a know-it-all and to learn the system. He called him a know-it-all. Basically probably was telling D'Angelo Russell, real cocky, and that's known for D'Angelo Russell. He's very cocky, and Luke Walton probably spoke about it. So him, Magic Johnson probably got together, and they probably said, "Listen, we need to go in a different direction with D'Angelo." That's what the average fan base would say. But I'm going back to my opinion in my own situation. What I think is that they really wanted to bring in a superstar to make Jeanie Buss happy, so that when the All-Star season, All-Star week come, they got somebody representing LA in that All-Star game. Because Jeanie Buss kept talking about it over and over again. Magic Johnson and Jeanie Buss are good friends. He's not going to let his girl down. You know what I mean? Because her and Magic both supposed to be like brothers and sisters. Remember, Dr. Buss loved Magic more than he loved his own son. So just think that. If what Jeanie Buss wanted, Magic Johnson going to go out and give it to her. Even if that's meaning the cost of some of our players. And I know a lot of people say, well, he don't like D'Angelo, this and that. I don't know. That's the tweet that he put out. But also keep in mind, he was about to trade Jordan Clarkson or Julius Randle and the 27, and I think it was the 27, 28 picks, something like that. Well, our 2 late round picks for Paul George. And in the end, it backed out. So let's just let you know, at the end of the day, they're about getting superstars. So the young development stuff, that might be out the door. Anyway, it's your man Urban Lover. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this tweet. What you feel about it. Like I said, I'm on board. I'm gonna see what Magic Johnson I'm going to do. I'm not going to so quickly be on that train right off the bat. I'm not doing it no more, because I thought we were going to actually develop the young guys. I trusted in Magic, because when he first came out, he was talking about, yeah, we're not going to move fast. We're just going to develop the young guys and wait for 2018 to start making moves. I kind of knew that wasn't true, and I wanted to believe it, but Jeanie Buss speak volumes. That's all I got to say. She speak volumes. Anyway, y'all guys take care. Love y'all. Have a blessed day. Be safe out there.